Hello there, Hallmark here. In today's video, I'm going to show you a box of tools that I got from an estate sale today. And I kind of stole a lot of this from them. Now, no, I didn't actually physically steal this stuff, but I did get it for a steal. This box of tools right here behind me is filled with a bunch of cool stuff, but one really cool thing. Alrighty guys, we're going to start off with this wonderful little basket of tools that I got. I just grabbed the basket and started walking around this estate sale and just grabbing up everything cool that I saw. This first item is a saw set. I've been needing one of these to practice with my saw sharpening talents. So I got that. It's a really cool item. I can just clean this up, get some of the rust off, learn how to adjust it properly, and I'll be off to the races with sharpening. The next thing is, of course, an egg beater drill. You always need extra egg beater drills, right? This one, of course, has a lot of rust. It needs a lot of work. I can't even get the chuck to loosen up. It's so bad. But hopefully I can get this thing restored and looking great, and I'll have a little egg beater. So cool. This shocked me. I've never seen a Shinto rasp in nature. This one's got clogged a little bit. I got to get all that out, and it's a little bit dented. Looks like maybe he dropped it or something, the guy that had this. But isn't that neat? It is a Shinto rasp with the handle part, so you can really get in there. It's got the rough side there, and then a finer side on this side, so pretty cool. I'm super excited about this Shinto rasp. Picked up a triangular file as well that I saw that looked like it still had some life in it, maybe. But this will be for sharpening saws and stuff like that. The next item is a Stanley number 77 mortise gauge. And this thing is really cool. I like that it has some brass pieces to like help stabilize this beam. And that makes it to where it doesn't wiggle or go off square. I mean, this is really secure. Unlike my Harbor Freight one that I have that costs $10. This one is really nice. And it's got the mortise pins here are adjusted by this end screw. Of course, you have to loosen this up a little bit. But that makes it to where you can adjust it so perfect and get that little needle right where you need it. So really cool. I'm super excited about that one. Also, I picked up this, which I did not have one of. This is a bevel gauge. And of course, it needs to be cleaned up and everything, but it is awesome. Now I can get a reference angle, lock it down, take it over to my other workpiece, and draw that angle. So, super cool there. I also picked up this Craftsman block plane. Now, I actually don't have a block plane, so this is really cool. This adds a block plane to me. Now, I am going to have to do some cleaning and working. I'll probably have to flatten the sole, of course, sharpen the blade and all that good stuff. But I really liked this kind of baby blue paint. I don't know. I know that's silly, but I really like that little paint job they got on it. Just a neat little tool. You can never have too many of them. Now we come to this little guy. I found this little clamp. And I thought it was just the cutest little thing. And I know it's kind of dumb and I will never use this. But I thought this was so neat. It's like, I've got one hanging on the wall over there. But it's like the wooden clamps that you see. And this thing is so neat. Ugh, can't get over that. Now we come to some planes. I got some molding planes here. 3 different molding plane types. This one I'll actually use later in the video. And I'll show you guys what kind of beading it makes, but it makes this little beading on the edge of your workpiece. Really cool. I think it would look good for drawer faces. But anyway, really neat. Good wedge. Everything's intact. No splits. It just needs to be cleaned up and a little oil put on it. And of course, the blade needs to be sharpened because it is kind of dull. The next one here is a little round profile, a little dip you can cut in the wood. It's got the little angled here on the side. Really neat looking plane. It's got some initials and stuff stamped in it, but I can't really make it out right now. But just a good feeling plane. And again, no major splits or cracks. I'm really excited to get this thing sharpened up and going. Up next, we have this. This is a really cool plane. I don't know what it is. Some kind of molding plane with a wedge and an iron. But it has like a little fence right here. This little fence. that you can butt up to the work. And I thought this might be good for helping me clean out like grooves or like dados on the end of a board, stuff like that. But really nifty. And it's got this other piece right here that I don't know what that is, but I'm so excited to use this and kind of see what it'll do. Alrighty guys, now we come to the special yellow box. This is the thing, along with these tools, that cost 60 bucks for all of this. But this is what makes it such a great purchase. The Stanley 71. Let me show you all this. It's got the original box and the original product brochure. Still intact after all these years. It also comes with all of the accessories, which is rare. So it comes with the bottom kind of fence that you can attach to the bottom of this one. It has the part here to make it more of a closed throat right there. It's got the, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the witch's tooth blade with the dual bevels right there. And then it also comes with a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch blade, which I thought was pretty nifty. So pretty much a full kit to my knowledge, but look at this thing right here. What wonderful shape it's in. Not a single bit of rust on it. Nice and shiny. Looks like he never even hardly used it. I mean, this thing is pristine, I believe. Really nice. All right, I just made a little bitty, like a dado kind of, little groove here just to show you. See how rough the bottom is? So let's pull this guy over here and let me actually take off this fence. Alrighty guys, and now we'll set it down here. And we'll use our adjuster. And I want to go just below that, and then we'll tighten it down there. Nice and tight. Alrighty, let's try it out and see. This is so much easier to use than that little bitty guy that I've got, which I'll show you in a minute. I've got this little bitty old router plane, and it is garbage compared to this. This is so much easier to control. You've got so much more reference surface, and you can really get after it. Now that I've got that, I'm going to go down just a little bit. Loosen that up. Go down just a hair. Tighten it back up. You just want to make little passes. You don't want to take off too much at one point in time. Also, I'm going to stop before I get to the other end because I don't want to blow out this side of the joint. Wow. So cool. And then, of course, you keep going and get it as deep or as level as you'd like. But that is so neat. This little witch's tooth just cleans up those edges so beautifully. And then, of course, I'll come back with the chisel or whatever and finish cleaning it out on the sides. But that is fantastic. Golly. Well, guys, let me show you some of the features that this fella has. Let me get this raised up a little bit. I love this adjustment feature. Of course, it needs some WD-40 or something, but it's a little bit gummed up after being sitting for so many years. But it is so neat. You've got your collar that locks it all in tight. You've got your adjustment knob here that fits in a little groove. Fantastic design. This little front piece can come off, and you can take this whole post out if you want the open throat, or you can put this in here and adjust it for a closed throat. Pretty neat. It's also got on the bottom, it's got these little grooves, and that is where your little fence slides into. Let me see if I can get it in here. There we go. And then you can set the screw in there and just adjust it however you need and tighten it down like that. Pretty cool. Anyway, but that is it. Beautiful little plane, super cool. So, do you think that I stole this? All those tools plus this for $60? I looked these up on eBay. Some of them were going for $150. A couple of them were going for $225, $250. And of course, it does depend on the year that it was made, the exact model number. There's a lot of these, and they changed up different features throughout the years. So I've watched entire YouTube videos just on these routers, the 71 and the 71 and a half, and all of the different changes that they did to them over the years. But I love this model because of the all the adjustability, all of the features, the different blades. And I'll show you what I was actually using up until now, because I have this. I got this from either Tay Tools or Grizzly Tools. It was just a little bitty old 1/4-inch router. And I had got this just to get started, and it works great. It's a good little tool, nice flat bottom, and it's done everything I need. I also like that the brass adjustment puts pressure on the blade on the corner, so it's a real secure blade. So this is a good little thing. It was either Tay Tools or Grizzly, but the problem is to pinch your little fingers on here with your little thumbs behind it and do some kind of major work. It takes forever, and I have cussed at this thing so many times, not because it's bad, but just because it wasn't this. You can see the size comparison anyway, and the size of these handles. I can't wait to get my meaty hands on this sucker and really push through some wood. So hopefully in future videos you'll see me using this once I get it set up and sharpened and make sure I know what I'm doing. Well, guys, I know that this wasn't a super long video, so I thought I would show you this little grooving plane right here and show you what it does on some wood, just here at the tail end of this video. There we go. It's a lot better. Wow. Of course, when I sharpen it up, it'll be a lot better, but I just thought it was cool to showcase it after this thing's been sitting for God knows how long. It will still take shavings. Look at that beautiful little profile. Good gracious. That is so neat. Wow. So, without sharpening it, and without cleaning it up and fixing it, you can tell it's got this beautiful, feels fairly smooth, beading along the edge there. See that? That is so cool. I'm going to add this to every one of my projects, even if it's redundant and doesn't look good. I'm still going to do it. Even if I make like a birdhouse, I'm going to put this little edging on it. That is so neat. Anyway. Well, guys, another short and simple video, but I wanted to definitely get on here and post something about these tools because I just thought it was such a good deal for 60 bucks. My wife said, well, if it's that expensive for that thing, why don't you try to sell it and buy more tools? Because, woman, you don't understand what this is and how much I love it and how much I want to. I just want to make a bunch of dados just on a board and just practice. But anyway, this is so cool. I'm so excited. Guys, thank y'all for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you like it. And if you want to see more content like this one about hand tools and other things, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much, and y'all have a good day. I'm going to go get busy.